Hello, this is Wade Tylerino. This is the fly-through model for the 13-27 42 of 8 model that we've created for the high line coming in from the Baptiste River liner that we're going to pull through. So right here, we're going to put a control valve in, automated. There's a little box here. We'll coordinate with the guys at the plant and tarp on for the electrical stuff. The red pipe here is pipe that we've yet to approve, as we're not sure if we're going to be tying into some of the older existing equipment. So this is the existing line that I put in last year, the high pressure line coming up from the river site. Um, so we'll take this spool out. It 90s up here right now, and we'll install a ball valve here as well here, and then we'll blind this for a future in case it is decided that we want to tie into this other stuff. These valves are in surplus, so we're going to use 1500 ANSI pipe and race face flanges in order to utilize the surplus valves, which will save some time and money. So I'll spin around here. I also have to ask Andrew with tarp on if we can move this support over. There's an obvious clash here, and then we'll have to modify the staircase to extend it over the new piping that we're proposing. These are the piles that I pushed last year, so we'll utilize these, cantilever off of them, and support the line here. Spinning up into the congested area, into the existing rack. We'll come up. This is a support that I also put in last year. It's got concrete wedge anchor supports in here. So when we get the big picker out, we might support this, undo these, move it over two, and then just do two more holes and put some wedge anchors in it and move the support over and center it between these two pipes. I got lucky and I found some space in the rack here that I can bring the line through beside the line that I put in last year as well. Got a little bit tricky in this corner. It's pretty congested in here. It's a little hard to tell because we couldn't scan the top halves of these pipe. So speaking with Brent and Rick and John, I had kind of a lag in here before, so I redesigned it and optimized getting the piping through this corner. Instead of putting in a 90, I put a T here where we'll install a blind flange and then an injection point in case any period of time this little area may freeze potentially. It's all going to be insulated and heat trace, but the chance is still there, so it's the weakest spot for freezing, so I figured an injection point might be good to put in there. And then over here, the only thing that may need to be modified was this. This is the instrument air line that I installed last year. It's running pretty close to this piping that we got coming in. So whether we gotta thread it over with a 90 and move it over a little bit, and then do something again, it's just threaded 1 inch, so it's not really much of a big deal. So, and then got lucky as well, and there was some space coming through the existing rack here, and nothing spectacular, just some straight runs that'll go through here, go over where the trucks drive through in the plant. And then over here, there was some other piping in here, so we dropped down to the lowest tier on the rack, and there's lots of space in there. Not sure if you can see, but anyways, the pipe comes across, straight runs over, and then it's going to drop down, and then we'll just blind this here. I'll probably bring the flange up a little bit higher, and then this is the riser here for the pipeline where they're going to be doing the pull. So really there's not any room to get any equipment in here, so the pull is probably going to have to happen, somewhere back in this area. It's going to have to come up, and we'll have to basically address the piping design then when we do the site walkthrough and speak with Omir and operations and everybody fully on what the scope is going to be there. So we're going to have a picker come out and do a lift plan for lifting over into the rack here. Also, the scaffolders are coming out on Friday. They're going to do a walkthrough so we can figure out how to optimize the scaffolding for doing the bolt up and then the installation of the spools. I've had an idea to potentially do the installation on the ground if it's possible, and then just mark out where the lift points will be. Just ideas in the air to collaborate with everybody. So that's pretty much the scope of work that I've put together from speaking with the operations team, John, as well, Rick and Brent and Red Deer. And so just collaborate with Omir, make sure everything's good there, and then do our site walkthrough and go get it put in. Thanks, guys.